was the point for you where you were like, this is more than just me? Like, this feels like a real business. How did that happen for you? And then what did you do next?
When I always talk to people who are starting a business or their small business, I think it's like hiring those first few employees is a big key because you're thinking about it like I'm going to pay X dollars and I'm going to make that much less, as opposed to thinking about it of like this is going to free me up to do so much more. And in any stage of any business, like those are kind of the decisions you make, looking at like growing a business and hiring staff as more of like a profit center than an expense, right? Like this is how I'm going to be able to do more and grow more. What's amazing about the construction industry is that like in an industry worth investing a career in, right? Which is kind of where I've even come to now, where I've had opportunities to do other things. It's a massive industry. It's, I think over $3 trillion or something spent in the country. And the quality of service is terrible generally. I mean, most people, clients have a bad experience. And like you start thinking about what that is, it's not, you can find yourself in a place where you can stand out by offering better service and operating with integrity. And it's like, you just kind of can elevate to the top of the industry in a service standpoint. And those are the things that I think like really, where it's an industry worth staying in, right? And trying to do things a different way. There's just so much opportunity in it and so much opportunity for growth. And that I always found exciting and still do at this point.
Yeah, isn't that amazing? Things that you and I think take for granted. It's like, oh, doing right by your customer, communicating. It's like some of these basic blocking and tackling things are actually differentiators. The things that we think are just like table stakes. For you, you're saying just doing some of the most basic things sets you apart from the competition.
So now I sit on a board for like a trade services company through a private equity company. And part of the thing when I talk to either other like young people coming up in the industry or other business owners is like, how are you differentiating yourself? Because there's a lot of competition, right? You can do it by if you consider yourself to be like a best in class firm, right? Or everything you do is, from your marketing, from your branding, from the way you manage your accounting, the way you communicate with your clients, like just what are you willing to accept? The people in your team, do they communicate well? It takes more effort, but then I think what happens is then you attract the type of people who are interested in doing that type of work, and then it
Yeah.
becomes like a flywheel, and
Becomes part of your culture.
that's what it is. It is your culture, and
Yeah.
and you can't differentiate by paying people more or charging less or whatever. At the end of the day, it's about like if you want to attract great people, I think culture is what you can build as a differentiator. And it's just the way you conduct yourself in the industry. It takes more work, but doesn't always necessarily cost more. It's about building a brand and building a reputation. And I think that was like one of the keys to growth and success.